Last time I did that was the Mega Tourer. Welcome to Modified, Ronnie Dale, Four Wheeling Australia. How big is this thing? Let's get Josh in. How are you, Josh?
Not bad, yourself?
Good, mate. I like your wheels.
Yeah, a little.
So is this a truck or a ute in your mind?
I call it a ute. It's not really, yeah, the work ute, I guess.
I call it a truck because you need a truck license, yeah?
Sometimes.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
In Australia you do anyway. So what do we got here? So it's a Chev, make and model, year?
Duramax Silverado, it's a 2014 model. Yeah, so with the Allison Auto. 6.6 V8.
Diesel.
Diesel.
Nice. I don't know how we're going to shoot this this engine bay. We'll sort that problem out when we get there, but I think we should get straight into this bar work. Bar work with a capital B.
Yep.
It's a 4-poster.
4-post, yeah, because you didn't really like the look of the 5s, I guess.
So the 5-poster would have one right in the middle,
Right in the
obviously.
middle,
yeah. Alloy?
Alloy, yep.
So you live out country way, you would hit a few roos at least?
Yeah, I guess it's had its fair share of roos. So haven't broken anything yet, besides coming off the side and hitting doors and everything else, I guess.
Yeah, okay. We can't tell anything's moved. Does this security mesh on here come with it, obviously?
Yeah, standard.
And it has a winch, which is a 12,000 pound
16,000 on the motor itself.
Oh, 16,000, okay, but the box just
The box
says
is
12.
just 12 for the electrical side of things.
Cable?
Yeah, that one's front's cable. They're both, yeah, both cable.
Have you used it much?
Use it a fair bit, yeah, just not really, don't really recover myself, just other people, and just use it for work, really.
Custom work going on underneath, so we'll leave the suspension and driveline stuff till later, but the bash plate, that's obviously something you've added on there.
Yeah, that comes with the suspension for the body drop.
Oh, right, yeah, okay. This is an IFS front, so is that to relocate the diff and the CV angles?
Yeah.
Custom bash plate. Side step?
Yeah, still 3-inch piping straight onto the chassis.
Have you rested it on it?
Yeah, too many times. So
Was
yeah,
it a long wheelbase?
Yeah, just going over here, just hills all in general. Been buried to that, I guess.
And it hasn't moved?
No, yeah, no problems so far.
Is it custom?
Yeah, it's custom. It came, yeah, CSD over east.
This looks like a clear view mirror.
Yep.
And that comes standard with the car.
Comes standard with the, yeah. The
So I wonder if, is Clearview an OEM for Chevys or?
Not
possibly?
entirely sure, but yeah, I guess along the same lines, look the same.
They do look exactly the same, don't
Oh
they?
yeah, they are. These have got a bit more fancy electronics inside of it, as in control, blinkers, all sorts inside the mirror.
We're now onto the rear, and it doesn't have a rear bar because it is a tray back. However, it has a rear winch.
The rear winch is mainly to pull or cover people from onto a trailer. So if car breaks, just go straight up, put the trailer on, pull them straight on. I'll pull machinery up on trailers. So use it for work as well.
So you mainly put it there because of work?
Yeah. So I've tried pulling the car out itself with it. Doesn't really, yeah, burn the winch out before you pull the car out. It's only 10,000. I've pulled it out before, but being stuck, you can't pull it out.
Yeah, it's just too much weight in the car.
Yeah, but the front one does it. Yeah,
Unless you muck around with double lines and triple lines. And
yeah, pretty much.
Toolboxes on the side here. Now there is a canopy here, we'll get to the canopy later. So this toolboxes, what have we got here?
We've got the water tank behind the back one. I guess that toolbox is just for storage, straps and all sorts, just rubbish when you got out and about. Save chucking them in bags and all sorts, just get home, chuck them in the bin. Front toolbox is just for the third battery, just to run, yeah, all the fridges and so on. So just got the battery, the rear lights for work lights and other switches I haven't got around to yet.
So third battery, you have two in the front?
Yeah, I got one battery only to start the car, and the other one for accessories in the front.
And this one's your house battery for the back?
Yeah, those two are both connected straight. No, yeah. So
okay, so you link them both up to 240 amp hours?
Yeah.
200 amp hours.
So they're straight connected, so you can run fridges, everything, both ways and so on.
Yep. You got a drawer on the back as well?
Got drawer, yeah, that's just for tools out. Put all your tools. This runs all your tools.
That's a big drawer, yeah.
For work. I made it extra heavy duty. It's pretty much put, whatever you want, fill it up. Because all the weight adds up, I guess.
How big's this drawer?
Drawer is 1200, so 1200 deep, and then the front 1200 is for the fuel tank underneath the tray.
So 1200 wide is the fuel tank?
Yeah.
How many litres is that fuel tank?
That one will be total 430 between the two tanks. So I've got bowsers on each side, so you can pretty much fill up each side either way, and I've got the fuel bowser on the other side to fill up machinery.
Okay, hang on. So the 2 tanks in here are 430.
Yep.
And you have a main tank as well?
Have the main tank, that and plus that equals 430 together. Get to Victoria on it, I guess. Got to the other side of, just past the border on Victoria on tank of fuel, right to fill up again.
No way. That is huge. So what do you get litres per 100?
It all depends how you drive. I guess on a straight highway, not being, just sits on 1400, so get about 14.5 fuel economy, but around town, being stupid, say 20. So that lights.
1400 RPM?
Yeah.
You're saying? Wow.
Sitting at 100, so it's pretty much idles like a truck, what new trucks do, I guess.
That's pretty impressive for a vehicle this size anyway.
Yeah. So tyres help it out, I guess. So normally 15, 50, 16 with normal tyres.
With the bigger tyres, it helped the fuel economy?
Help the fuel economy with, less rotation, I guess.
Josh has something a bit interesting to show us here. Go for it.
I got sick of, moving fuel drums around, so I built in the fuel bowser. Fill up machinery, so when you're on the go, just park next to it and fill it up and off you go, I guess.
Oh.
Save moving drums and...
I'll just get my car, Next thing.
This electric little pump in there, I guess, gets you going.
Now,
From there.
Josh works on a farm, obviously. He doesn't have this just to fill his mates up on the way.
Yeah, I guess.
That comes out of those 2 tanks, yeah?
Yeah, it comes
And
out of
you can switch?
Yeah, pretty much. It drops into that, so fill. It's all automatic.
My question is then, when you were driving to Victoria, do you have to stop and fill up from here, or do you have another way of...
It's all automatic, just keeps going down. So
all right.
you don't have to touch it at all. But saying that, you can only fill up machinery when the top tank's full.
Okay,
So
that makes sense.
Yeah.
There is another toolbox here, but we are going to leave this to we talk about the canopy because it's kind of part of that. The roof rack, right up there. Oh. That's a track lander, eh?
Flat rack, pretty much custom job, designed to suit. It's not standard. So
Oh, you wouldn't
Made
get
it-
many Silverados ordering one.
yeah, so pretty much just made it to the size of the roof. So it sits evenly over the doors and have the awning on one side. And rooftop on the other when you go out camping, I guess. Fold out this way because the awning goes that way, so you can have them both set up at the same time.
But for people who might be looking at the Adventure Kings rooftop tent, do you reckon could you fit a small child in there with 2 adults?
Yeah, I guess I can. Fair bit of room in there.
We've got a tyre on your custom roof rack here, tie down point.
Yep.
How much does this tyre weigh?
It's fairly heavy, so I use a forklift to get it up there originally.
And when something happens on the track, it's just like get all the mates together and get it down, eh?
Pretty much you just push it down. So I don't know about putting it back up. I've never really done a tyre on a track yet.
The awning on this side, which brand, size?
That is another Kings one. I couldn't find a difference between the more expensive brands and these ones. So went Kings, so that's 2 metres by 2.5.
Tyres and lift. Let's talk about the big tyres you got here.
Yep. So I guess I went to the open country, the 38s by the 1550s on the 18-inch rims.
38-inch tyres.
Yep.
Did you have to re-gear or anything, or they just suit?
They just suit, yeah.
Nice. That's awesome.
It wouldn't fit on standard. I've done the coil conversion, done a bit of a lift, so make them fit nicely.
So how much did you lift it to fit the tyres?
The lift is 6.5.
Including body lifts or anything?
No body lifts, just straight.
Okay. What rims have we got on here?
We've got the XD series, the 18 by 10s. So they're 8 stud for to allow for the size of the vehicle, I guess.
What size tyres do these come out with?
Wouldn't even know what the size. They were about 35 from memory. Been a long time ago. They're my second round of those 38s.
Same brand tyre?
Exact same. These ones, mate had them on a patrol, so couldn't quite handle the patrol. So he's let him use my shed, and he's given me these tyres.
Oh wow, that's a nice exchange there.
Yeah, well that's what I thought too.
Because these will be worth a bit.
Yeah, second hand, I guess. I had 3,000 k's on them just from the patrol. So mate, Luke oh, he hasn't know yet, but I've told him.
How much did you get out of the previous set? Or did these come about before?
The first set I bought brand new, so that's, I think I got about 50, 60 out of them.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
That was rotating, yeah, rotating them all the time though. Just between front and back and left and right.
And you have 5 in total, there's no 6 somewhere?
I've got another 4 at home.
Oh wow.
That's all, yeah, the other ones. Well, another 5 at home, I mean. Yeah,
The old ones or?
Old ones, yeah.
Ah, okay. Suspension lift, we'll start with the front because there's a lot going on. You've done a coil conversion.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what do these come with standard?
And originally it came with torsion bars, just the keys at the back to wind it up. So that was, yeah, a bit rougher rides. Didn't like it after a few months. Went and got the BDS 6.5 inch lift kit all out. Couldn't justify the coil conversion. So then, yeah, after a few months when I was in Victoria, ordered it from when I was over there, fitted it all over there with the coils and the Fox shocks, and yeah, so.
That's an American
brand, yeah. So it took me a few months to work out what brand I want to go with because there's so many over there, and no one over in Australia really knows much about, yeah, all the brands over there.
Yeah, for the Silverados and
Couldn't find much help, so I just done a lot of research myself.
You would have to do a lot of research yourself, yeah.
Yeah, and worked out, yeah, best ways and what not to use and everything else, so on. Oh, like these BDS, so I went the full front conversion to the coils, just, yeah, improve the ride, I guess, over the corrugation, over the torsion bars.
Let's go to the back.
Yep.
There's a bit going on there too. And the leaf pack on this is on top of the axle.
I used to have twin airbags, so I didn't really like that. I couldn't allow for the lift and the stretch, I guess.
But the leaf pack itself, that's always been on top of the axle, it hasn't been underneath the
It's
axle?
always been on top, up of the block in between it, the 5-inch
Uh-huh.
block when I got the lift kit. That's all they came with. But then I had to modify that to fit the airbags as well, just to carry some weight when I'm carrying weight, so it doesn't sit. So it always sits leveled.
So if you're towing or you put something heavy machinery in the back?
Put a pallet or something here and there, a ton, so it always sits leveled.
Just a casual ton on the back of the Silverado, but it's already got a box. That's pretty cool. In terms of shocks,
Chose Fox all around. Yeah, I've always liked Fox, had them on the last shoot, motorbikes, everything else, so went Fox again.
lights and comms. I've got to say, these are some small lights for a big truck.
Well, I guess the great whites had to go top and bottom, so.
So this will do the bottom bit.
These are pretty much just big floodlights everywhere at the front, and there you got the distance.
They're more for farming sort of work, or they're actually good for highway?
Good both ways. I haven't had a problem because I also got the HIDs and main headlights as well. So.
Ah, you done an upgrade.
So you got the long distance. They come, yeah, standard HIDs.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, I just had adjusted them, bigger version. I got lights, yeah, built into the
custom tray.
Custom in the tray, and lights through the canopy, sort of half done.
When you chuck it in reverse gear, do you have a lot? Do they light up behind?
They can do. I've got a button switch either way.
Ah, okay.
Just for work.
Communications?
Communication is, yeah, GME, just basic radio, I guess. Not really much of a talker when it comes at people talking shit.
For your phone?
Phone, yeah, phone booster. So just out in the middle of nowhere, bit of extra boost to the next satellite.
Yeah, on the farm ordering some extra gear.
Yeah, I guess.
Do these do much?
Depends where you are, really. It all depends where you are. Obviously, only with Telstra, doesn't just gives you extra, a bit more clear. Just, yeah, it doesn't cut it out as much.
Under the hood. Alrighty. Hey Josh.
Pretty much, yeah, as I was saying, just about stock besides the snorkel on the front end of it with the tuner on the inside. Just controls everything electrical.
And that taps into the CPU and just changes the fuel ratio and...
Yeah, it takes about 10 minutes to go through the whole process, programs a whole lot.
So you can stop and then reprogram a different tune in there?
Yeah, so pretty much choose you what economy or power or performance, whatever you want.
How many tunes can you have?
Yeah, it's about 5, but it's, yeah, depends what you want, but it takes about 10 minutes to do it all. Time it clears the old one, puts a new one in. It's aftermarket H&S tuner, so it's a little bit pricey, but yeah, it makes a huge difference.
But apart from that, you've kept it pretty standard.
Yeah, getting around to the transmission before you can go turbo or anything else, but then it's just, yeah, more money, how much money you want to throw at something, I guess.
Okay, and why would you need to work on a transmission? Gets too hot or?
Just can't keep up with it really. If transmission can't keep up with, yeah, more power, bigger turbo. 2 batteries, yeah, I got 2. This is the standard one, just starts the car, that's all it's used for.
This is the extra one here.
And that's standard as well, but that's used for all your accessories. So you have 12 volt through the car all the time, and your winch.
So they come with 2 batteries from the beginning?
Yeah, so that's older standard, so that's why I haven't got any red arc power controllers or anything. So they're just straight connected.
How do you work on this engine? With a tough bar in front and...
With everything else, normally if just grab the forklift, the pellet, line the pellet up top, or just lie across the top of it.
That's pretty handy.
And just general service or whatever, electrical, playing around with electricals.
Snorkel, which is custom.
Custom, yeah, they've done that through Moonlight, 5-inch into standard airbox. I went to go airbox, but everyone says no point. These are big enough as it is. Just do your filter.
Is there a lot of stuff on the American market for this motor?
There's heaps of stuff over there, but there's just nothing in Australia. So order it all online, comes
Then it costs you a lot more, and there's not much. You need someone who knows what he's doing too, I guess.
Yeah, well, that's the hardest thing. You
obviously find it powerful enough. I mean, it's a 6.6 Duramax. I mean, people dream of putting these in as a transplant.
Yeah, it's pretty much never had a problem power-wise, I guess. Hasn't problem towing, nothing power-wise out here, sand or wherever else.
We're now onto the box on the back. Before we get inside it, this is a jack-off unit, so you can
quick
jack
release
it off the vehicle.
Yep.
And how many times have you actually removed it from the back?
A few times, I guess. Depends what I'm doing. So going out camping or whatever, work-wise, leave it on so you chuck tools or everything extra you need, I guess. Besides that, doesn't really come off these days. Just
thought I'd ask the question. So you actually use it as to take it on and off, because I used to have a similar setup, but I never ever took it off until I sold it.
Yeah.
Let's open it up.
Open it up. So this side, pretty much a storage. I originally made it so it fits the spare tyre perfectly inside of there, and you chuck everything else at the front. But get a lot more room out of it, obviously chucking the tyre on top.
So this is where all your camp gear goes?
Just, camp gear, whatever else. Chuck everything in there. No mess, easy.
There's quite a bit of space in here, I've got to say. When you look at it from a distance, the box looks small because of the car. Right? But when you actually open it, you can fit, I don't know, 5 people in there. Just squeeze them in. Let's go to the other side, because that's the side that's got something a bit different.
A bit different, a bit odd to see, I guess.
Before we open this box, Josh has prompted us that we need to have a look at what's inside that box, because that's got something to do with this box.
Yeah. Well, this box, there's not much really inside. It's the air tools, but at the back of the box, I got twin ARB compressors. So I got 2 ARB twin compressors, just from tyres, tools, and air agitators, everything else.
Now I'm really intrigued what's in here.
Then here we have pretty much when you go camping, have a whole drop on air, I guess. So you can drop your 600ml.
Oh, this comes down like a lift.
Pretty much just press button.
So Josh just aired it up, or put some air in the line.
Yeah. So the air's in line, you got your safety switches, this little safety button. Air ran out.
Oh, air ran out.
Just lets it go down.
Okay.
So that's pretty much, get your beers easy when you're out camping, I guess.
So when you got the compressor running, it'll lift up by itself?
Yeah, it lifts up. So just press the button, push it up, lock your safety pins in, and off you go.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Took a lot of beers to think and make it all work, I guess.
Do you normally have a fridge, or do you run it?
Normally have a fridge, but it's in and out sometimes. Don't leave it in there unless you're going camping.
What size fridge do you run?
Normally 80 litre. So
80 litre.
80 litre.
Waco?
Either way, I got Angel, but normally use a Waco. I pinch my dad's one.
Oh,
my dad's
Waco or Engel. Options. Interior time.
Yeah.
That's good space in here. Almost pictured you could fit 3 people along there.
You can with the base models. They got the 3rd seat there.
Ah, okay.
So these ones you got the console, everything else.
So what do we got here? You got a Kenwood?
Pretty much, basic Kenwood with your Android Auto, Apple Play, either way, everything. And then pretty much the H&S tuner I was talking earlier. Just control it as you go.
And do you press those side buttons to select which tune?
Select which tune you want to go with, I guess.
Oh, nice. Standard.
Yeah, that's doesn't really work in Australia, I guess. That's just all your safety for American when you're in trouble, I guess.
Oh, like an emergency button?
Yeah, so when you're in trouble, you just press it. But over here, it just beeps.
Okay.
So it doesn't really do much.
Just. Does this thing come with any lockers or anything?
Lockers, I've thought about them, but never had any troubles, I guess. Pretty much like an LSD, but I guess, a little bit fancier. I don't know how to say it, but
Okay. It just kicks in a lot more.
Just kicks in a lot more.
Good
so
LSD.
Good LSD in it, so never had any issues.
Like a patrol LSD.
Yeah.
Is this
That's
for airbags?
the onboard airbag controller, so you know how much air's in the back. You got the compressors, controls for that. For the airbag controllers, so how much air's on each side. Then you got the compressors, controls that.
Looking in the back, there is a fridge. How do you open that one from the front?
That's straight from here. There, pulls it straight up.
Bush jug. In the back, there is absolute monstrous room. Like you could fit 5 people across the back, pretty much.
It has happened before, yes.
On private property.
Just at home around the farm. But saying that, the thing I hate about this car the most is the cream interior. It's always easy to get dirty when after working.
How much room's in the centre console?
Yeah, got plenty of room in there. Just chuck all your receipts and paperwork, I guess, rubbish.
Nice. There's heaps of room here. I'm going to get in my car and realise how much room there is in here. What are you rolling there?
The old export, I guess.
The old bush chook. This is the Bootleg Brewery. Bit of a plug there for Bootleg Brewery. Nah, they got nice beer. I'm getting on to them about putting these their IPAs in cans. And it looks like they are now. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, bit of an obvious plug there. I'm just going to start straight off by how much time and effort did you have to go into finding out how to modify a Chev?
There wasn't much time and effort. It's more because I made all this myself, the canopy and the tray. It's just how I wanted it to be spot on perfect. So I don't have to go back and do something twice or 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
So done a bit of all my measurements, done everything, checked everything 10 times, went from there.
But in regards to the vehicle mods, the bash plates, all the suspension,
All the suspension, took a few months to work out before I actually ever got anything to what's the best way to go.
Was it hard to get here? To send it over?
It wasn't hard, it's just hard communicating because they're 12 hours behind and then want to ask a little question.
Yeah.
You're here and there, then they don't reply to you for a couple
Get away
of days.
for the next day, yeah. Or when it's Monday for you, it's Sunday for them.
Yeah.
What's the best part about the Silverado?
I guess it's the power and flexibility to do anything really. Worst part would be size-wise, just going through your narrow tracks and everything else and your regular tracks, just a bit wide, a bit long.
I noticed that on the way in. We're going at a good pace. I felt like I was going too slow, and all of a sudden we got to a dense section and it's like, oh, where is he? Yeah, but that's about the only problem you have.
Yeah, just about.
What about the wheelbase? Does that pose a problem for you?
Same as width, I guess. Wheelbase makes no difference, makes its own track on the sand or whatever else. But as in like power lines or your mud tracks where everyone goes, can't really go through them. A bit big.
When you get on real angles in this truck, does it feel much different?
Feels a bit safer to be honest in here, as in doesn't go as much unless you're like completely over.
Top 3 mods on this vehicle?
So I'd have to say tray canopy setup or tray and then canopy setup. I wouldn't really know what else, as in everything else I guess underneath the tray can all be classified as tools underneath there. Then you have your fuel at the front, your air compressor.
Well, you got your mass amounts of fuel. One thing I do want to point out is with your tray setup, because this vehicle is so big, you can have all this room here.
As well as the canopy.
Yeah, so you got the canopy and you got this big tray here.
Yes.
For someone with a normal regular dual cab, in Australia, you couldn't have both.
Yeah, so you can
So what
file everything in and have your motorbike or whatever else on the back.
There's one or the other.
Yeah.
How big is the canopy?
1200.
It is 1200.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that would take up heaps.
And this is 1280.
Just to put this into perspective, this canopy behind me is 1200. The canopy on the side of my Land Cruiser right now is 1500, and I'm designing a 600mm wide canopy so I can have something similar to this.
Yeah.
So you basically double your size.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's huge. And your fuel cost is about the same as mine.
Yes.
Do you get stopped often?
That's the worst part about this car, I guess. Everyone stares at you and looks at you everywhere, then whenever you go, someone always wants to try and talk to you. So after telling everyone the same, talking to them, get a little bit over it, I guess.
Yeah, okay. Well, now you can say, oh, just look up modified. It's all on there.
Yeah, pretty much. Go
Look 'em
through the
up.
city or go through a town, they always stop, look,
Yeah.
stare at you. Yeah, just country pubs every now and then. You have your fun out of it.
I know you use it for work and play, but do you do much touring in it?
I've just about been everywhere in Australia with this. So I've done all sorts of tracks everywhere. Been over high country in Victoria, all the snow, all through New South Wales as well in the country there, working, bit of experience. Crossing Nullarbor obviously.
Mm.
Been down south to Bremer Bay, sand, all that camping. And also all the way up to 80 Mile Beach, just south of Broome. So
Oh, nice.
bit of fishing trip up there. So doesn't really have a problem. Sort of have to make your own track every now and then, but you get through it after the first few scratches.
Yeah. The old tears.
Yeah, so that was a while ago. These days, it's just keep driving.
What's your thoughts on people with Commodores and they put a Chev badge on it?
It's I've been told people that do that they get an extra 100 or so horsepower, so I thought just leave them with it.
Even my brother-in-law's done that. You know what I'm talking about? So with having a Chev Silverado, there's not many of them. If someone asks you for advice on where should I start with researching how to modify this vehicle, what would your advice be?
Start with the basics, as obviously you're going to get things you like and you don't like, but then don't go all out at the start. Slowly work out what you want. Only do it once, not do it 3 or 4 times with your mods.
Do it right the first time.
Yeah, work it out. Do your research, do your studies. Work out what you want.
Thanks for bringing the Chev in. Stoked to have a Chev. I've been looking for one for a long time, just like a big American car.
Yeah.
And we finally got one. It should please some American audience. Finally see an American vehicle on Modified. And you can subscribe just here and patreon.com/RonnieDale up here to support future creation of content. And there's another video down here with another vehicle. Cheers for watching.